the much anticipated Wauka Mountain Farms real life farm equipment tour. This will start off with this tractor. This is a Deutz Alice 6275, 75 engine horsepower. Been a really reliable tractor for us. Been beat to death. It's a little rough around the edges, but it like 5,500 hours, I believe, or 5,600, somewhere around there. And it works very well for us. Front wheel assist. It pulls the hay rake and the hay mower, the bush hog, or I guess the batwing mower, and it does a fantastic job. Papa bought this in late 80s from Kane Equipment. Al Kane was like, told him that he needs to demo this because he was used to riding around on a little John Deere tractor. A week later, my grandfather was scratching a check for this thing. He loved it that much. Been a great tractor. And we got a all-purpose plow on the back. Also purchased from Kane Equipment. Not much special about it. It sits outside. It's used to plow the garden. That's about it. But we'll start this old tractor up. The reason it's got a 6265 panel on the other side is because it fell off. My grandfather was bush hogging. He ran it over and it bent it all up. So we just got a new one. There's the wrong one, but here we go. Sounds great, runs great. Had a bunch of work done to the front end. Here is a Rhino 15-foot batwing mower. No, nothing special. Does the job. Needs blades bad. And then over here we got our rotary rake. It's a Tanuti GR350. That's what the 6275 pulls. We call that 6275 the old Deutz. It's been a reliable machine. Right here, you got a stump grinder. I know nothing about it, so don't ask me about it. Right here is a Marless grain drill. That's what the Agrilux 80 usually pulls this. It's been a good machine. Just got new bearings and new coulters on it. Needs new front coulters, but it's been a reliable machine. It's old, but it works. Why would you buy a new one if this one still works? Here's a Chevy C60. It's got the 366 gas in it. It's got a Chandler spreader body, hydraulic spreader body on it. And it's a good machine. Start with see if she'll fire up. I ran it yesterday to put litter on the garden, but we'll see. Choke. It's carbureted. Oh yeah, runs like a dream. Been a reliable thing, you know. Throw some hydraulic hoses on it once in a while. Here is a Honda 4Trax. I believe it's 350. Been a good machine. Here's the newest machine on the farm. It's a Massey Ferguson 1745D round baler from Kane Equipment. This has had to go in for some warranty work a few times during the summer. We bought this last June. It's because we ran a hay rake arm through it, but Kay was able to warranty it for us. I'll climb on back here. That's what it looks like from the back. Good machine. Here is our brown tree cutter. Needs a slip clutch and blades, but it works. Here is our Deutz Alice KM25 drum hay mower. Papa bought this when he bought the 6275 and ran this all the way up to like 2007 when he bought the bigger mower. It works. It's just slow. There's a homemade sprayer, first sprayer Papa owned. Right here is a funnel spreader. It's a little heavy, but it works. They got a big old skid steer bucket. It's homemade. It's big. Right here is the little bucket for a Melroy skid steer that we own. Don't really use that bucket. Right here is a Bradco grapple. Thing's a piece of crap, so we stuck it back here to forget about it. And we got a Bradco trencher. We use that a lot when we were digging ditches and stuff. Hadn't been used in a few years. And right here is a pretty cool machine. It's a backhoe attachment that goes on the front of our 863 Bobcat. Hooks up to the plate, but it's also got hooks up to some almost like trailer hitch balls on the Bobcat, and it runs off the hydraulics. Pretty nifty son of a gun there. Yeah, up here in North Georgia, it is beautiful. Right here is our tilt that goes on the front of the skid steer, goes on our tooth bucket usually, to tilt the bucket back and forth for grading. It's really nice to have. We also got some steel grouser tracks that go on the 863. It works, but you like the track skid steer better. We got culverts and fence posts back there. Here's a linebacker line cultipacker. I mean, it works. It does what we need it to do. Here's a mounder for strawberries, and we hadn't used it. It needs some modifications so it'll fit on our tractor. It works. Here's the disc, or hair, or whatever you want to call it. It's what we use when we're trying to clear land. We have a soil finisher, but it's that we rebuilt a few years ago, but it is being loaned out to a fellow farmer in Banks County. So here's a harrow that we use for the garden, and it works pretty good. I mean, I like it. Right here, it's kind of in the weeds since we don't really use it no more. The Deutz Far rake / tedder. I mean, it gets us, we use it in the pinch. That's it. And then way back there in the weeds is a Lampride. Let's see if I can get back there better. Is a Lampride driveway blade. Hadn't used that thing in years, and so got the one for the skid steer. One for the skid steer works. Does a great job. And then we got ourselves a landscape rake back there in the weeds. Hadn't been used in a few years, obviously, but whatever. And then up there, we got a Deutz. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like right over there. Let's see. It's like right over there. I'm not going up in there, but it's a Deutz rake that got run into a propane tank. I mean, it worked then. No, not anymore. We're gonna rebuild it one of these days. And then over here is the bucket for our Deutz Lux 80 tractor that I'll show you in a minute. We don't really use this bucket much since we got the skid steer loaders. And we use it rarely, very rarely. Right here is the main hay mower. Here, it works. It does a great job. Needs washing, needs grease before hay season. And then here's the litter bucket for the skid steer to scoop chicken litter. We got ourselves I believe it's a 500 gallon or 250 gallon sprayer, no boom. We use it to spread 2,4-D usually. And we got a combine here, pull type combine. I don't know nothing about it. Zero zilch. My grandpa bought it, parked it in the chicken house. Tornado came through and took the roof off the chicken house, and it landed all on top of that. So, I don't know. We ain't gonna fix it. It's probably gonna go to scrap one of these days. And then over here is our Peckway TT 4100, I believe it is. It's a turbo tedder. This thing is bulletproof, man. It's worth to spend the extra money to buy this. This is the best tedder on the market. Does have a flat tire, but that's not their fault. It's our fault for being idiots. So I would buy this over any other tedder in a heartbeat. Worth spending extra money. This is the first new tractor my grandfather ever bought. It's been a good tractor. I put new tie rods on it about a week ago. Needs a seat. Had tons of work done for the hydraulic system and transmission. And this will be used to rake hay this summer, hopefully. But it's got the original back tire over there on it. This one, it's not original, and the two front ones aren't. It's got a 145 loader, and it's a John Deere 2240. This thing's ready to go for hay season. Nothing else is. But we'll start her up for you. Been a pretty reliable machine. I mean, it works. Loader's a little heavy on it, but John Deere 2240. I'm gonna restore her one day. So yeah, I guess we'll show you the rest of the equipment lineup. Not very much left. Like skid steers, another tractor, and a couple trucks and trailers and whatnot. And have a surprise for you at the end of the video.